Yahya Sinwar, aka the Rat, is dead. He lived and died like a rat, and for the last year of his life, he was hiding in the tunnels under Gaza, and finally he died in an abandoned building in Rafah. He was killed by IDF soldiers, reservist IDF soldiers, I should add. And the last footage of him is very iconic because he's cowering down like a rat, and you can see him on the drone image, just trying to throw something at the drone. They recognize him and they blow up the drone and he dies. He is responsible for thousands of murders, kidnappings, and rapes. He served 22 years in Israeli prisons and he was only released because of a hostage exchange. And that just shows you why you should never negotiate with terrorists. Because guess what he done? On 7th of October, he killed the doctor that was responsible for saving his life whilst he was in prison because he had a brain tumor. And that's the kind of evil we are speaking about. So all the people that are saying, oh, Israel shouldn't go to Rafah, where are you now? Israel is fighting God's war. I'm Iranian and I'm not Jewish. However, because of where I was born, I have a unique perspective on the matter. Israel should be able to win this war, and they are winning because they've decimated Hezbollah, they've decimated Hamas, and they're taking steps in the right direction, and they should really go after the head of the snake, which is Iran. Because the biggest problem facing Western civilization, Europe and America, is radical Islam. It's not Zionism. Zionism is a made-up word. What do you mean, Zionism? Yeah, Jewish people should be allowed to have a state and they shouldn't be threatened all the time by radical Islam and these terrorist groups. Okay? So I just think this idea that Israel is committing genocide is just absolute nonsense. Israel doesn't target Palestinians for the sake of targeting Palestinians. They don't kill Palestinians for the sake of killing Palestinians. Okay? If Israel wanted to commit genocide, the war would have been over on day one. Because Israel has nuclear bombs. They've got military capabilities and they can literally reduce Gaza into rubble in less than an hour. Okay? So Israel is not committing genocide. What they are doing, they are trying to execute a war in an urban area in which the opposition takes human shields. And they use Palestinians as shields. And they use hospitals as places where they store their weaponry, and schools, and so on and so forth. Okay? Israel is on the right side of history. Even though 95% of people think they're committing genocide and they're just killing people for no reason, it's just not true. And you simply do not understand the conflict, you do not understand the Middle East, and you just do not understand how these terrorist groups operate. As an Iranian, I have a very unique perspective on the issue. Okay, and Iran is the head of the snake, and Iran basically, or Islamic Republic I should say, hijacked Iran. Okay, and we are basically run by a bunch of terrorists now. Okay, in which their own people are disposable. So if the Middle East is freed from the virus of radical Islam, from the virus of the Islamic Republic, and from the virus of these terrorist groups such as Hamas, Hezbollah, and Houthis, you have the Israelis and you have Netanyahu to thank for it. Okay? I don't agree with everything that Israel does, but I pretty damn agree with a lot of the things that they do because they are winning this war and they're executing it in the most brilliant fashion. Okay? And I just want to finish with this. Churchill wasn't celebrated in Britain. Even after he won World War II, he wasn't elected for a second term after he won World War II. And I see similarities between that case and Netanyahu. I know Netanyahu has problems of his own, but let me tell you, as a leader, he has executed this war brilliantly. He has defeated Hezbollah, he has defeated Hamas, and he's silencing the Iranians. And I really hope, as an Iranian, he goes ahead and strikes their military capabilities. Maybe nuclear, maybe some other stuff, we don't know. But he has already done a brilliant job in killing the heads of IRGC, such as Zahedi in Syria, and also a few others here and there. Okay? So this is, I think, the beginning of the end. They are going after the head of the snake now because Hamas and Hezbollah are finished. So I really hope Iran is freed with the help of Israelis and with the help of Netanyahu. Thank you for watching.